as the players do emerge from the tunnel here at Arbour Park. So we'll take you through the lineups this afternoon for the two sides, starting with our visitors today. Aveley in goal will be number 1, James Holden, 2, Austin Nwanta, 4, Imran Uche, 5 will be Brooklyn Kabongolo, 6 is Tyrese Owen, 7, Jackson Brown, 8, Alfie Lewis, 9, David Cower, 10 is Luke Holness, 12, Jake Leahy, 16, Harry Beardle. And on the bench this afternoon for Aveley will be number 11, Emmanuel Ogarinde, 14, Charlie Hughes, 15, Jason Ring, 17, Desi Media, and 18, Adam Leathers. And this afternoon for the Rebels will be in goal, number 1, Charlie Horlock, at 2, Josh Chapman, 4, Edon Pruti, 6, John Malprosper, 9, Slavi Sparzov, 10, John Gilbert, 14, Scott Davis, 15, Henry Ochieng, 20 is Johnny Goddard, 23, David Ogbonna, and 25 is Guy Hollis. On the bench for the Rebels this afternoon will be number 7, Odie Alpha, 11, Francis Armati, 13, Taylor Clark, 21, Sean Duodu, and 22 is Jaden Bartolo. So a couple of changes in there this afternoon for the Rebels, with a new signing as well, who is dual registered from AFC Dunstable, joining us on the bench today. Hollis again with the opportunity, just the other side of the dugout now. That throw in again just towards the edge of that 6-yard box, headed away by an Aveley defender. It's only gone out to the right-hand side of the penalty area, and it does eventually get a bit further away, but Ogbonna picks up some pieces outside the edge of the area, moves it centrally to Gilbert, now out to the left-hand side to find Sparzov, just on a drive towards the box, little step over, cuts in, fires a drive in, but just narrowly over the bar there. Goddard's just gone over onto that left-hand side to deliver this corner in. Pretty much tried to deliver it straight in under the bar, and it's cleared off the line there. And it's been given, it's been awarded. Obviously had crossed over the line. Not entirely sure who got that final touch in there. I think the players are running over to celebrate with Guy Hollis. There was certainly a flick on the near post. The delivery from Goddard was sent in right under that bar. A load of the players just gathering in and around that 6-yard box. Looks like Hollis has got the last touch. I think the assistant referee on this near side here has given the goal, much to the against much protest from the Aveley players that have sort of gathered around the referee. But ultimately, Slough Town have taken the lead here through Guy Hollis on his 300th appearance. Not a bad way to celebrate it, Cameron. Have left themselves a little bit open to a Slough counter here, as Slough have won the ball back. John Gilbert just looking for some options, plays it short down the the right-hand side rather, to Ogbonna, and his return ball back into Gilbert then, just not quite strong enough. And Aveley now have got bodies back, but a good ball there from Henry Ochieng out to Ogbonna. Moves it back out to that left touch line for Johnny Goddard. Returns the ball into Gilbert, running down towards that touch line now. Tries to cut back towards Sparzov, but well cut out by Aveley and cleared away. Pruti is able to pick up the pieces though and feeds that ball back into Goddard, just on that left flank around the 18-yard line. Plays the ball forwards down towards the touchline. Sparzov takes a first touch, delivers a low cross in. Holden is able to claim the ball under pressure in there from Harry Beadle, but I think as he fell to the ground there, no Slough players near him. I think he's just caught his head on the legs of his own defender. So yeah, I mean, with like Guy Hollis, what's his debut? Was it when I think he was one of the players that moved across with Baker and Underwood when they first came across in the days at Beaconsfield? Is it earlier on this season? Aveley though just moving the ball down the left-hand side, and the ball there from Jake Leahy just high, having made the overlap run. Luke Holness is just stood over the ball at the moment, just in that left-hand channel. It's only a 2-man wall. It's struck Goddard in that wall, and Ochieng able to pick up that ball. Tries to play a ball down the line to Ogbonna rather. And has come back from Aveley just into their left wing position. Back in now to Holness. Just having to move backwards. Delivers a good ball in, and it's come right round the back in there. And contact in there from Kabongolo on Horlock. Neither of them touching the ball, but a delicious ball in there from Luke Holness. With a couple of different celebrities on it, and they were talking about the National League South and the tight break at the top as Prosper plays in Goddard, just trying to drive past. And his low shot is saved by Holden. It comes back out to the right-hand side, and his ball across. It's flicked. Looked in there enough. Aveley just trying to move the ball in and around their own half at the moment. Lewis just getting caught in there by some pressure from Ogbonna and then just able to turn the ball over. Finds the feet of Ogbonna just in that left-hand channel. Just under pressure there from two Aveley players and has won his side a free kick just outside the Aveley area, and it will result in a booking for Imran Uche. It's a very side-on run from Davis, as they always are. Just trying to whip that in with his right foot. Goes across goal, off the post. Not really a surprise that he's found the target into the back of the net from the player manager. A free kick special, as always. Scott Davis, 2-0 Slough. Just a low drive across the wall. Not entirely sure what the keeper was doing really in terms of, he set his wall up. Davis has gone from the left-hand side across into the far post. It's hit towards the bottom of the post, so it's not even as though it's sort of high up or anything like that. He's not had to go over the wall to get there.
No, he's just sort of gone round.
It did confuse me slightly there as to who was playing in centre mid for Aveley, but I think Tyrese just had his dreadlocks flowing in the wind earlier. The long ball through actually has found Sparzov. Seemed just a simple ball over the top there. Sparzov just able to sort of turn and run onto it onto his left foot.
Fills with loads of celebrities.
Holness just delivering that ball in towards the area and did get contact in there from Tyrese Owen, but can't quite keep that down. I'm sure there will be many things planned for the day. Ogbonna there with a nice little flick into the run of Gilbert, just moving into that right-hand channel, just looking for options in front, finds the space in the middle for Ogbonna, just in and around the penalty spot, took his first touch and then put the ball just wide of Holden's right-hand post. And again, a bit more of a challenge in there this time from Jackson Brown with Chapman this time. But the cross does come in, just Horlock does get a touch in there. Prosper will be able to pick the ball up just on to Chapman. Chapman trying to hit one over the head of Leahy towards Ogbonna, and Ogbonna will collect this now deeper inside Aveley territory. Fires the ball in towards the near post. Missed at the near post there by Sparzov, despite a good run from Slough's number 9, but it has come all the way across to Goddard. Goddard now trying to drive back in towards the area. Just trying to twist and turn and just use those feet just to try and get a bit of space. Flicks one in towards the back post, not really dealt with particularly well by Aveley, bouncing around in the air. It falls to Chapman, who then slots home with a composed finish from the Slough captain. Adds the third for Slough, and that should be that. 3-0 Slough.
Yeah, a bit of a bounce ball at one point, wasn't it, in that box, but finally falls to Jackman. Drills it into the bottom corner, as you said, Gary. More or less game, set, match now.
Based on what we've seen so far today, I think Aveley aren't really offering much of an attacking threat. Slough have been on top largely throughout, little bits of opportunities here and there for the away side. Kamogola now just picking the ball up just outside the centre circle, has a bit of space to drive into, just tries to dink one over towards the back post. Slough appealing for offside, but nothing given. The ball now it's broken in towards the feet of Jackson Brown, just can't quite get anything. And a shot in there is well saved down low to his left-hand side by Charlie Horlock. Has gone out of play for a corner kick for the Rebels, which John Gilbert has gone over onto that right-hand side in that sunshine. He's going to tries a low one in towards the near post, just beyond John Prosper, and Aveley are able to move the ball forwards. Luke Holness just trying to turn, but Gilbert does really well there just to press back. Ends up with the feet of Chapman, just tries to cross in. Kamongolo there does well just to deal with that, having bounced just in front of the big defender. Particularly well positioned, and it's laid into Gilbert. Gilbert with a low drive comes across a body of players inside that area, but Holden does well to smother it. Moves out to the right-hand side, exchanging passes with Alpha Bartolo now just outside the area, just touches back to Alpha, finds space in for Gilbert. Nice turn in the middle, good save from Holden. Marty just couldn't quite get his leg back round for the rebound, and they now are able to break through Ogarinde, and Holness again. Prosper in there though, just on the halfway line just to stop things, and plays diagonal ball into the run of Duodo, just on that left-hand side, just inside the area now, just by the byline. Has to come all the way back outside to Prosper, goes square along the edge of the area to Odi Alpha, just tries a low drive, well held though, just diving low to his right. almost just with that ball in it. Does break away from both Gilbert and Amate. And somewhat just under those 7 minutes there, the referee does bring us to a close here at Arbour Park this afternoon. A comfortable 3-goal win for the Rebels, with goals in the first half from Guy Hollis and Scott Davis, added to in the second half with a third goal. I can't even remember who scored the third goal now, which is amazing.
Jackman.
Josh Jackman with
Yeah,
that composed finish after the bobbling round of the area. Thanks,
Scramble
Cameron.
at the end.